Have you ever known a preacher, and I'm asking all of you, from all the church, I'm not talking about just mega church and just big old preachers on TV. Have you ever known a preacher who said, are any of you in this building having problems with your finance, or you're homeless, or you have nowhere to go? And if so, I want you to come up here with me because you're going to live at my house, for what I have is yours. Have you ever seen that happen?
Never.
How many times?
Zero.
Zero. Never. Me either. But God told me that's the way you're supposed to be. If any person claims to be a preacher or a teacher, he is to be blameless before God before he ever puts his feet in front of them sheep. He is to be a walking example of Christ. So when the Lord sent me to do this business, he made me do exactly what he would have me do. And if any person did not match those things that I would do, they don't receive him. They're not of him. These preachers were made manifest like glow in the dark glow sticks. I'm telling you, they don't match the Lord. They don't live according to the gospel. They live according to themselves. And they have an agenda. So the devil has used them just like chess pieces on a chessboard. Right? They serve themselves. They serve their own belly. They're not of the Lord Jesus. The same thing with the congregation. If there is a congregation with a person in there claiming Jesus Christ and they walk in sin, what according to the New Testament commands, what is the rules that we are to do about such a person claiming Christ yet walking in sin?
Kick them out.
You're supposed to tell them the truth, and if they don't like it, and if they don't obey it, what do?
Get rid of them.
Get rid of them. They are to be separated. You're to cast out that wicked person from amongst your people. That's the law of God. For a little leaven leavens a whole lump, both in doctrine and in the company you keep. That's the rules. Do they do that today? Have you seen a church doing that today? No. Why would they not do that?
What about the money?
Well, if they had 500 people in the church and every person who was walking in sin they threw out, how many people would be left in the church?
Zero.
They're usually zero. If it's a real church, a real preacher, well, maybe one sheep or two. So then what would they do with all that big old giant monstrosity of a building? Well, they'd probably just sell it because you're not going to be using that. You don't have no need for this big old giant thing. And if you did have need for it, what would you do then? Well, you just fill it up with people who needed a place to sleep, needed a place to live. You see, they've turned Jesus into a business, is what I'm basically articulating to you.